honestly don't know.
Before that overtime, I was going to say no words. That was what I was going to come in with. Oh, there's down there at the bottom. We welcome Chris Scott here today, Cats and Rats community member. I wish on better circumstances, Chris. We had you scheduled here for tonight. And Cesar Lucero, Big C's coming back from the rink. Gentlemen, tough one here.
It was a tough one. I'm actually just drained in general. It's been a long day.
You're drained, Cesar.
The first period was just emotional. We were all on a high. I couldn't believe it, and then
couldn't believe the second.
That second period.
Okay.
I don't know.
But let's start.
He joining us live here, Ryan. That's the expectations. Message him here.
But
was going out after the game. He should be home by now.
Well, let's start with the trash player of the game, brought to you by the greatest university on earth, Florida State University. I had trouble deciding this.
That's what I was just thinking.
So I'm going to go with the trash players of the game, the entirety of the Florida Panthers in the second period.
No, I thought you were going to go with a particular player too.
I can't
It's hard to choose, man.
Okay, you want me to redo it with singular player? Okay. The trash player of the game. It pains me to say this.
And with Chris here today, you're going to say it?
Oh, you're not going to do this to me, are you?
Sasha Barkov.
Oh, it hurts my soul.
Of all nights, Chris.
He wasn't good.
I thought that's what he was going to say.
That
first.
penalty,
wasn't good, man. Wasn't good.
It was just no.
And Cody talked about the goal there. Cody, you want to talk about that play?
Which one?
Long line change with Reinhardt.
It was a tear. Like, why were they still out on the ice?
Oh, the Wallman one or the OT winner?
The Wallman.
Okay, so the Wallman one, they were out there for 45 seconds, a minute, close to a minute.
No, I thought you told me longer than that.
It could have been.
Than that.
I'm not sure how long. Not sure how long the shift was, but in the end, that shift, a lot of the work was on the boards. And when a lot of the shifts on the boards, you're going to get exhausted pretty quickly because that's the hardest place to play. And when they lost the puck, Reinhardt looked gassed back there.
He did.
I don't know why he didn't go change because it's not the long change. And they don't change for some reason. And, we do a pretty good job defensively. And they were just gassed. I don't know. Reinhardt gave like a soft behind pass right to Barkov. Why is this a question? Why is this? Of course he's going to start game. He's going to start the rest of this series. Like, this is Pickard's series unless he gets hurt again like he did in the Vegas series or he turns into an absolute pumpkin in Game 5.
I really like the Panthers play in overtime. Pickard makes those two big saves off of Lusto and Bennett there, the one that catches the crossbar.
Is this
Pickard,
all on
both of those there.
Is this all on Bobrovsky? No. One goal was Bob's fault, and that was the Nurse sharp angle.
Is this all on him? I would say it's barely any on him. It's on all the players on the ice there in the second.
But right now, what I'm hoping is that Pickard, like, I don't know if people remember this, but I'm pretty sure people do. Remember in 2021, we went to Bob in the third. We were down like 5-3 against Tampa going into the third period. We switched out Drieger for Bob. And Bob made like a couple big saves in overtime in that third period, and we won in overtime. And the very next game, he turned right back into a pumpkin. Kind of hoping for that a little bit from Pickard, but
Chris, what did you expect coming into this series with the goaltending matchup? Nick was really praising both goalies through a couple games, and then we saw what Skinner did there in Game 3. What's your thoughts here on Game 4? What was your feelings coming into this matchup?
It was hard to really gauge if Skinner was actually good or if the offense he was going against bad, because Dallas never put really all that much pressure on him except for game one, and it was really just the third period in game one. So it was you didn't really know what Skinner you were really going to be getting because he wasn't really tested much in the Dallas series. Bob, I had full confidence in. Bob has been really good. You can look at the save percentage and go, well, he wasn't making a lot of saves, but we weren't giving up a lot of shots. So if you give up a couple goals in a game, your save percentage wasn't very good. But what he was doing and what he's always been really good at over these three runs is just making those timely saves, the ones that it's 2-2 or we're up by one or whatever, and he just makes an absolutely incredible save. I mean, you even saw it tonight, that toe save. I still don't know how he made that save on
Perry.
On Perry, yeah, on Perry.
Yep.
And so I had full confidence in Bob. I thought we had an actual advantage there because we really didn't know what Skinner was. I mean, that's me personally. Pickard, apparently they just like playing in front of him better. I can't really explain it, but I mean, we still had our chances on Pickard. He made some really, really good saves. You got to give him props tonight for what he did. But there's no way you can put any of this on Bob tonight. It was the guys in front of him that did.
I'll say the forwards. I get on the D. I'm very critical of it on our post-game show over on X, Chris. I get on our first pairing. I get on our D overall, how they give up rush chances and breakaways. But, it's weird to say this in a 5-4 loss, but this game kind of falls on the shoulders of the forwards and some of those top guys that Cody mentioned off the top here, Barkov, Reinhardt. Kachuk kind of was carrying the line tonight on that second line. Bennett does have the opportunity there in overtime. Cody talked about some missed nets opportunities there as well. I thought the third line was rolling early. I thought the fourth line was good. I thought Nosek had a really solid game tonight. It's one of my favorite games with him in this playoffs and of this season. He was zooming out there in overtime. I thought that fourth line was going to get one because of Nosek. Coming in off the rush, maybe like a stinky goal on Pickard, but they were coming in with speed. And I think the Edmonton team and defense was wearing down, Chris. They only had about 4.5 minutes from Stetcher tonight. A lot of minutes to those other blue liners. Again, I think this was the Panthers' game to pull it out here in overtime, especially when they score that late goal from Reinhardt.
Yeah, and they looked good in overtime. I thought the Panthers looked good in overtime.
They dominated most.
They had the chances, and I still don't even know how the goal went in. Did it hit off of?
It went off of Mikkola.
Went off of Mikkola.
Yeah,
it's like. For me, I'm just more irritated that was the goal that won it. Like it wasn't even like a nice goal.
Actually, we had an Edmonton fan next to us, next to Shauna and I, and he's like, "Man, I'm an Edmonton Oiler fan, but for that to be the goal winner, that sucks." So it does.
But anything can happen in overtime.
And that's the thing. And I even told Sean, I was like, as soon as Bennett hit that post, and what a great save by Pickard too, not taking anything away from him, I was like, I don't know. We're just not getting the breaks here in overtime, and it just went Edmonton's way today.
It's like, I know it's hindsight.
You know that from watching years of hockey. That's not the beautiful goal in overtime that usually.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's just like hindsight's 20/20, but I wish Bennett just hit Verhaeghe on that back door.
Yeah.
He had Verhaeghe back door.
My pick tonight was Verhaeghe and Bouchard for overtime winner.
And Kirby, who are my picks?
Draisaitl and who did Jennifer Botterill pick because she copied
Verhaeghe. So I had it right.
Yep. I had Draisaitl right earlier in the series, and Cody had it right tonight. Draisaitl now up to, 4 goals in the final. I said 5 or 6, and my co-host Chris and Caesar, they thought I was a little crazy on that one. That's a lot of goals there, Kirby. And we're only through 4 games here, and he's already potted 5, 0 last year in the final.
The thing is, like right now for the Panthers is, this was the game that Edmonton's depth has been looking for. But the one thing I think could still reign true through this series is McDavid nor Draisaitl have really gotten off yet. Especially
In the
McDavid.
series, I would say Draisaitl in game 1.
Draisaitl game 1, but like after that is like McDavid hasn't really gotten off this series yet.
On his signature game, yeah, they gave him a lot of credit. Was it for that game 1 that he had the setup on the winner and then the other one?
Yeah, but the game 1 was more on Nugent Hopkins winning that board battle and creating that chance for McDavid. But
yeah, and the times that McDavid has got off, Bob's come up with the big save, or we've come up with a big defensive stand. He has had those moments, but like tonight, you get like a B- C level game from McDavid, Chris, and you don't win it. And the last game, you get the win where he was non-existent along with Draisaitl, which has only happened 3 or 4 times this year combined when those two players don't record a point, I think. And Draisaitl last game had 0 attempted shots.
Well, ultimately, when you have a 3-0 lead in a game and you're a defensive team, you should never lose that game. I mean, bottom line, it doesn't matter who's on the other team. I know McDavid and Draisaitl are the best, arguably 2 of the best players in the world. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to be the best defensive team in hockey, and you go up 3-0. You have all the momentum in the world, and you just lay an egg. I mean, there's no other way to put it. But I don't know if anyone's made this point yet, but I think the entire loss is at the feet of John Acosta. He did not sing the national anthem tonight. And so I blame this entire loss on him, personally.
You're good, buddy.
He's in the chat, but he's 100%.
You're good buddies with John, but the game day presentation team's got to bring people back to back, not this little rotation.
I blame Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
That too.
We're the Kansas City Chiefs of hockey now. Don't you guys know that?
How the hell are we the Kansas City Chiefs? We don't have a Patrick Mahomes on this damn team.
So all of a sudden, you guys are superstitious. When you guys are saying in spaces that you weren't superstitious.
No, I just blame Travis Kelce and
I blame Jason Taylor banging a drum.
Okay.
You guys all have your people to blame.
Yeah, you can't have Dolphins.
He's got John. I don't know if I have anyone to blame. Everyone, let me.
For the love of fuck, we had Yager in the building tonight.
Right? And that makes me sad that you just said that now.
Stephen Weiss still needs to hit the damn thing.
Yep.
I just don't
Booth needs to hit
understand
the damn
who's
thing.
in charge of that. Like,
I don't know. Somebody. Not. Let me.
Remember last year they had Jack Nicklaus come in there. And he didn't know where he was.
He has nothing to do with South Florida. Nothing.
He doesn't even know who the Panthers are.
He retired
before the game, probably.
And you guys hate it. He went to the University of Ohio, I believe. The Buckeyes.
That's Ohio State, Kirby. University of Ohio or the Bobcats.
Ohio State. Okay,
it's the Green School. No one goes to the.
I said Buckeyes to clarify.
Get the freaking. You get Weiss, Booth, Yager. Yeah, hell.
Although Yager was down before the game started, was talking to McDavid most of the pregame.
Yes, I did see that. I think I put the picture there in the chat.
Yeah.
I would go back to Luongo for game 6 because there's not another home game.
Get Beezer down here.
Yeah, yeah. And he's still part of like the alumni and
Stu Barnes, Straka, Lint. Like,
Stu Barnes, that's a deep grab. I don't know if
get Zito to do it.
Now we can get him to chuck his water bottle at it. Just
let's do it.
That would be fun. That would be like, let's go. Especially game 5 was, a little bit of a sleeper. You get Bill Zito coming out there.
Like, I don't know. This team has to have a stinker at home every freaking series.
They do.
Game 3, Tampa. Game freaking 6, Toronto. Game 4, Carolina. Game 4, Edmonton.
But this had the potential not to be how they came out.
I know. That's what's so irritating.
It's
right?
You dominated that third period. They had no chance, and just they just took their foot off the gas.
It's just like
they look large. I don't know what the hell. I don't know.
Luckily, I don't have a TV remote to break tonight.
Ekblad looked so bad in that second period.
Ekblad
looked bad.
The problem is
there's a few times where he did not clear the puck an
Well,
opportunity.
that's something I wanted to bring up. Is it? Am I the only one that thinks that we are the worst
so many
at
times.
clearing the puck on a penalty kill? It seems like we can never get it out.
It's so funny because I feel like every fan base would say that about their team. It's just because we watch them all 82 games. It's like the other day, it's like we got called an elite passing team, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, okay.
Well, we were zipping it around on the power play in the third
First-
period in game.
All right,
four.
the PP2 kind of made me mad. They were zipping around too much.
But you
Yeah.
notice, Chris, when our game falls off, the passes through the neutral zone are behind guys. Ekblad gave one up to a guy. There's a couple icings there. When we're not
Mhm.
connecting on passes, that's how I feel when our game falls off.
And
Too. Through
like
the neutral.
like a key one, Lusto tried to get one to Mikla and was behind him and out of the zone.
Yeah, stuff like that. When you're like, and I don't understand how that disconnect happened from the first period when you're making those. And we could add more goals there, guys, in that first period. It could have been
We
4.
should've.
I think Kachuk could have had 4 goals.
Yeah.
There's 2 he didn't shoot. He tried to go backdoor on one or cross crease on the one. He had a couple. He could have had 3-4 goals.
Ekholm blocking that one in the second.
Oh, yeah.
Wallman had 7 block shots tonight, and I was like, another one. Another
I
one.
was so irritated that he scored.
Was DJ Khaled in the building tonight?
I was gonna say.
Was
Took the
who?
words out of my mouth there, Cody.
DJ Khaled. You know, we
Where
the
was he
best
at?
music.
But I mean,
Oh.
Bob. I know people wanted to blame Bob, but honestly, Bob saved us. If not,
Which one do you want to blame him on? Like, I still think it's the Nurse one.
Just the Nurse one.
But then again, that's a goalie pet peeve of mine. Like,
Nurse scoring. I don't know if I've said this already. As soon as he scored, I thought we were going to lose.
Was that
It's
a
like,
momentum?
you don't let Nurse score.
we
How
let that
pumped up he was and yelling. I was like,
we let that milk dud score a goal like that on us.
man, just frustrating to see guys like Nurse and Wallman get off tonight. And a guy I don't like, a Nuge, he kind of put together a game tonight.
Yeah.
Just
Frustrating.
like, and I said this like off air, and Bob knows it's going high because he puts his blocker up like this to get it. Why do you drop down? If you know it's going high, why do you drop down? It's just so like I hate like this new goaltending stuff. It makes no sense. Like I don't know what the hell it is, like the reverse RVH, whatever the hell it is. Go put on some Hasek tape. Go watch Dominic Hasek. He ain't doing no dang reverse RVH. You know what he
Area of the ice shooters know that now too.
you know what he played? It's called just keep the puck out of the damn net. That was his style.
Mhm.
But looking ahead to Game 5, the Panthers has had control in every single game this series.
Yep.
And I expect that to continue. Because no matter what, the Cup's in the building Game 6.
Yeah. Realization there. Would have been with a Panther win here as well. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know like how to like
But on this front, if we won tonight, I think we would have lost. I would have put Game 5 as an L immediately. But now that we lost,
Where do you guys put this loss in rankings in the last 2 years?
for what? Give me a word. For disappointment or frustration?
Disappointment and frustration. Like where do you guys rank this?
Gotta give me a second here.
I know I'm putting you guys on the spot.
Can I go
but
last 3 years?
Yeah, I don't know why you said 2 there. But
Let's go 3.
Okay, let's go 3.
Number 4?
yeah, something like that. There's a couple games in Vegas, at least 1 or 2.
None of the Vegas ones are in mine.
Game 1 was frustrating because we were up 1-0 in that game. If I remember.
Actually, no. Let me go number
And then-
6. I'm gonna go
And then
number 6.
Stahl got robbed. Was it Stahl that got robbed by Hill? That stick save or
Cousins.
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 And that would have put us up like 2-0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm at 6 right now. Number 1, Game 6, Edmonton last year.
Yeah.
Number 2 and number 3, Games 3 and 4, Boston 2023 first round. That one infuriated me.
Okay. I don't know if I put that. Just the team.
Vegas game 1, number 4.
Well, Vegas.
And then number 5, game 5, Edmonton last year.
That's interesting to compare 5.
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from there, but I really liked our effort in that game. So I might have that there personally.
It was still frustrating.
But yeah, I think Cody hit on all the series. I don't think there's any other series that we could. Hey, one that we won with me and Cody didn't like last year.
Game 6 Boston.
That frustrated me and Cody. That's on there as a win game. You can be frustrated.
That one was bad.
Yeah,
I know this isn't in the last 3 years, but the Uyghur game.
Game 2. Game
That's
1,
got to
Washington.
be more than this. That whole series.
Wait, which Uyghur game? Washington or Tampa?
The Tampa one.
That's so game 2.
If we sleep on that.
Yeah, the game 2 one. The 2 seconds left in the game, or however many.
Well, I just think those games are frustrating. We couldn't get anything going. You know?
Who the hell? I actually have no idea who this is based off
McDavid, I believe.
Is that McDavid?
Yes.
I think
looks
like
Walden.
I'm looking at a smaller screen here, Cody.
It doesn't look like
Connor, another comeback for you guys.
Because his hair was
before,
bad.
but at the end of the first period, trailing 3-0, what was said in that locker room to help you guys come back and score 4 unanswered and get back in this game?
Yeah, lots was said. A lot of different guys stepping up. Saying what needs to be said. It was great. It was a great intermission. Great chance for us to regroup. Just wanted to win a period. Obviously found a way to get 3. It was huge. Big win, obviously.
Cal Pickard comes in to start the second period. How did that impact your group?
I thought he did a great job of just settling us down. Made the saves he needed to. Made a couple of huge ones there, especially in overtime on Bennett there. Massive save. Just stepped up when we needed it most.
Leon Draisaitl, the 4th OT winner of the playoffs for him. Can you just speak about what you see on the ice with him and how he's able to elevate his game in a moment like that?
Yeah, he's been great. He wants to be the difference. We all do. And he just time and time again steps up at the biggest moment. Another big one tonight.
The series is very tight going back home now. We saw tonight it took a total team effort from you guys. What is it going to take now in game number 5 back home?
It's going to take the same effort. Seems like we just elevated our game there in the last 40 minutes or 40 plus minutes there. Able to push them back a little bit. Gain some momentum, gain some traction back in the series, and got ourselves back.
Before we welcome Nick in here, I do want to say, and fans don't want to hear this on a loss, but Reinhart tying it up there late. Connor McDavid recently came out with a quote and said, "Sam Reinhart is an elite player in that bumper position. When we play with him for Nation, he is the best there is in the NHL. Period. End of story."
Oh, and Gretzky called Reinhart one of the smartest players to ever play the game of hockey.
Big praise when they say everyone sleeps on those Florida Panthers, Cody. Best players in the game all time. Realizing greatness with Sam Reinhart and able to tie it there, teammate, and able to pull it out in overtime. As we have Nick coming back from the ring.
Nick, you nice and full now after dinner?
Yeah, I'm a little pissed off.
Why? What did something happen?
Something did happen, Chris.
What, they forget your fucking dessert?
No, believe it or not, mine took a little long and they didn't comp it like yours on that one. Fucking anyway.
Shout out Wings Plus.
Anyway, I mean, that's rough. I'll say this: 3-0 lead in the first period against the Edmonton Oilers isn't a 3-0 lead in the second or third period, and it's not a 3-0 lead against any other team in the NHL. So, with that being said, is it unacceptable? Yes, but it's not as disastrous as you might think. I don't know if anybody knows, they got some pretty good players over there in Edmonton. They got Leon Draisaitl, they got Connor McDavid. They're known for coming back. 3-0 in the first period, one power play goal changes it. It does. And that's how I view it. Now, that doesn't excuse what we did in the second period, although I thought there were some times where we did all right. I thought on that Podkolzin goal, that was terrible. I mean, you let him go around the net. You let him throw it to the front of the net. Shot, stopped by Bob, the rebound. Nobody clears anybody out. Nobody clears the puck. It's pathetic. But I thought the first period, the third period, and overtime, We were fine.
Yeah.
Again, does it suck that we lost? Yeah. And does it suck that we blew a 3-0 lead? Yeah. But
Yeah.
again, it hasn't really been that different from any of the other first 3 games, the exception of game 3. I think very similar to games 1 and 2. And you know what? We got to go back and win game 5. And for everybody saying we're screwed, like, this is not the biggest Stanley Cup final game we've lost.
No.
We lost a much bigger one last year, game 6. So we're a mentally resilient group. We have been. That's championship pedigree, DNA. We've been able to bounce back from bad losses before. And credit to Edmonton coming back out after the first period.
What did you see from the rink? Because you're the only one. Oh, well, you and Caesar. What did you see from the rink tonight in that second period?
I think they were just a little bit quicker to pucks. I do think we were sitting back a little bit in certain points. I thought, again, it was the power play that really got them going.
Guys, the penalties that we took.
It's the penalties, really, if you want me to tell you the truth. It gave them life. And
we were so undisciplined there in that second.
Very undisciplined. Now, there were a lot of complaints about missed calls leading to 2 Oilers goals.
You could argue both sides.
You could argue. But at the end of the day, I didn't necessarily agree with how some of the officiating in the first period. I thought they missed a high stick on Stetcher that led to the Lundell goal, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, right? You can't sit here and complain and bitch about power plays and this, that, the other thing. You got to get the puck out of the zone. You have to bear down. You have to do certain things better in your game. And Edmonton was desperate. They gave us their absolute best. But I don't think we played bad. I mean, there were certain individuals that, maybe you could argue should be better. I didn't like Nico Mikola's game.
I didn't really like Seth Jones.
Neither did I.
You were all picking different guys. Mine was Kulikov.
I didn't really notice.
I already said my trash player of the game, so.
Who was it?
Everyone.
You thought it was everyone?
It was the original one was everyone in the second period.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's Barkov.
Yeah, I agree. That was the other guy. I don't think he was good enough tonight. He was late getting off the bench. That led to the stretch pass for the Draisaitl goal. Mikkola steps up on Draisaitl. I mean, Kirby, I know you just said Kulikov. I know exactly the play you're talking about. Kachuk's on the wall. Kulikov has Draisaitl coming down the wing, and he does nothing. He lets him deke to the middle, doesn't put him on his ass, doesn't do anything, lets him cut to the middle and get a breakaway. That's not going to cut it. Gustav Forsling I give Gustav Forsling credit. He's going to the corner. He might getting beat a little bit, but at least he's initiating contact there.
Yeah, that's all I asked from that first pairing.
And I don't.
Yeah.
So it's a very tough way to lose, giving up the 3-0 lead. But I think our game was fine for the most part. I think we made Pickard look a bit better than he was. The second period was atrocious, as their first period was atrocious.
He did make 2 really good saves in overtime.
Well, yeah, he did. But again, if that Bennett crossbar, if that goes in, we're having a different conversation right now.
Yeah, but we're still talking about that second period. I don't care what anyone tells
Oh, there's no we. I know we are.
Yeah, we are.
We had as bad a second period as Edmonton had a first period. And I thought Stuart Skinner got left out to dry.
Worse.
I think Stuart Skinner, he got left out to dry, and Calvin Pickard came in.
They played better in front of Pickard.
Played better in front of him.
They did.
Skinner kept him really in that game. Skinner was holding down the fort until the 5-on-3, and I thought Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Reinhart, they're getting going. That's fine. Alexander Barkov. I understand you're dealing with some injuries. I'm not expecting him to score all these goals. But your line is getting caved in the zone. You're mishandling the puck. You're getting beat to loose pucks. That's not good enough from him. We need him to be better.
Well, you got to win those battles, and Chris.
He's not winning those battles.
Chris,
and
you're a big Barkov fan, just
I'm
like
a big Barkov guy.
He's got to win those battles and then take it out of the zone and push through the Edmonton players, like McDavid last year, out skating him, grab it and go.
I think the funniest thing is that on the game he actually got 2 points was his worst game of the series, and the prior 3 games he wasn't that bad. Like, he actually played fine for the most part. But it was, everyone was complaining about him not getting points. And it's like, no, that points are great when he gets them, But that's not what he's out there for, right? And tonight he got the points, but he wasn't doing what he's out there for,
Nope.
right? And so ultimately he did not have a very good game.
And we're collectively saying that across the board.
Yeah, I
We say
think
that too often.
he needs to be better. I'm not expecting Barkov to score all these different goals. It'd be nice if he pots one, sure. But it's those loose puck battles, those board battles, just getting beat to a loose puck. I mean, it's stuff like that. I mean, that Wallman goal, that was atrocious by that line.
They were
Atrocious.
I don't know why they didn't go for that change.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know why they were out there.
Because they were gassed.
And you know what?
They were
Anton
gassed.
Lundell and Sam Bennett, like that line can't keep driving play. Sooner or later, the top line's going to have to do something. And we've gotten to a game 5 with the series tied. Now it's time for Alexander Barkov to do something.
But
We've gotten to this point with him. Listen, I'm not expecting you to completely shut down Connor McDavid. And people say, oh, he didn't do it. I mean, he's playing other lines too, and he's getting caved in. So I think overall about our game, we don't really have any time to harp on it. It's a quick turnaround.
thank
So
God.
look, and I think that's a good
quick
thing.
turnaround. I'm nervous about the quick turnaround.
I think it's a good thing. So focus on what you did good. Try to, fix some things up. Obviously, we know we've had control of in each of these games, and go play your best game 5.
But
I don't think we need to change anything. Because Edmonton, who has the 2 best forwards in the world, came back from 3-0 after the first period. I mean, it is
But it
what it
wasn't
is.
because of McDavid or Draisaitl. That's the thing in this game.
Well, I agree with
They
that.
didn't put the team on the back. I think I could accept that more, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it's Darnell Nurse. That pissed me off a little bit more.
Nugent
Bob has to
Hopkins.
have that one. Oh,
Nugent
Rod
Hopkins.
Colson shows up again. We talked about on the podcast episode, hey, maybe the depth is going away for Edmonton, and now the Panthers are going to roll their 4 lines and overcome Edmonton's depth. But you get penalties in the second. You can't roll that 4th line. I thought Nosek had a great game tonight, Nick. And now you're getting the depth scoring from Edmonton. You're getting 2 goals from their blue line. That's big for them.
The thing about the Nurse, it's like you got to get the puck out, and I mean that's a back-breaking goal. And the thing, I'm not blaming Bob, because how many saves do you expect him to make?
no, on that one.
Hey,
I am.
it's the
That's,
Ryan
the one,
line.
that's the one goal you can point at Bob.
That's the one
He makes
goal
the
you can
tough
point
saves,
to,
but there's 1 or 2 there tonight. I'm fine with you saying that.
and it's it's a back-breaking goal because oh my gosh, he just picked the corner. It's Darnell fucking Nurse, dude. What are we doing? But we couldn't get the puck out of the zone. We're sitting it so sloppy through certain parts of the neutral zone. I mean, it really was just a pretty.
When we do get it out, it's an icing.
Yeah.
That's Chris. I
Too
can
many
say that to
icings.
these guys. When we're not passing the puck, that is one of the problems that we're having. The
So-
icing, and I don't like where they get to put the line change out there on us, Nick. After those
I don't love it either. But nonetheless, we're tied. Going back to Edmonton for a big game 5 here. I think me and Cody said, I think we, if we lose today, which we did, we'd feel pretty all right about a game 5.
the 3, we all predicted 6 or 7. You have 6, Nick. Me,
I still tend
I
to
think
lean,
Caesar 6, and then
Yep.
me and Cody have
I
7.
still tend to lean that way. I do
But
think
I'm the opposite of you guys, though.
he thinks Edmonton wins it in 7. Do you still think that?
Got home ice.
So
Possibility.
Kind of can't say,
yeah, so he doesn't want
Chris,
to.
what do you
Instant.
have coming into this series?
But you have to kind of
but-
brush this one off and get ready for 5.
But before we continue any further, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Gainswear.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's Pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
And another word from our other sponsor, Jeremy Beckham, with the Next Home Treasure Coast. Hey, Panther fans in South Florida need real estate help? Check out Jeremy Beckham with Next Home Treasure Coast. It's a boutique service with a personal touch. Jeremy and his team put humans over houses, working hard for you, whether you're buying or selling. Ready to move? Hit up BeckSellsFLA.com or call 772-475-5371 now. You'll be glad you did.
And just want to thank everybody in the chat and on our Instagram, my Instagram. Thank you guys for coming on late with us. Both Florida Panthers and Edmonton fans here, or whatever team you like. We really appreciate you guys.
Whatever the
joining
hell
us.
team you like.
Shout out to Jeff, Capitals fan, been with us all year.
For all the people saying this is such great hockey to watch, I wish I could agree with that.
I wish I could enjoy
I
it.
wish I could enjoy it, but I can't.
Like all the other series I wanted to enjoy was butt booty dog shit.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't sit there in the first round, the one series I wanted to watch, it was the same time as us.
Guys, the only time I'm nervous now since winning the Stanley Cup is when I think about being nervous. So I shouldn't think about being nervous. So therefore, I'm not nervous, and I'm fine.
Kirby, you might be in the building if there's a game 7.
Oh
so
no, I don't know.
You better get
I don't know.
prepared.
I don't know.
You can make the argument that this is the best Cup final ever. I mean,
I think
freaking
2019
exciting.
is still probably
You
up
could.
there for me.
Yeah, you could, and of course we're a part of it. We can't sit back and relax.
You can't enjoy it.
We can't
Might be
enjoy it
going
as
back to the 80s, maybe.
like Johnny Lazarus and all the other guys, all the other content creators out there too. You know, they're like, man, this is such a great series. Not for us.
Not for us. I just want to start strangling people.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Oh no! And you want to know what the text I get? That's the most infuriating part for me. It's like getting text people saying, "Oh, that's not a good play by Barkov," and I about want to punch a hole in my wall. I know it's not a good play by Barkov. I'm watching the damn game. It's like saying, "Man, Bob should have had that one." Well, no like those infuriate.
I just want to go to bed and then wake up in the morning, and this is.
It's like the old Gary Owens thing. It's like, don't text me at the game because I'm watching the damn game.
question, guys. Did you think having that extra day played a part in this?
No.
Just maybe having.
I think Edmonton.
I thought the extra day would have helped McDavid and some of their guys. Go ahead.
I think Edmonton was extremely, extremely desperate after that first, and they played like it, and we sat back.
But they sat on those extra days, Nick, and they came out and gave that performance.
Well, I know. That's why I don't think it had anything to do with the extra days. They came out after the first period.
Yeah.
And that was essentially like you could. I know.
But if you're an Edmonton fan, you're like Knobloch and the team. They weren't prepared, getting a lot. I saw Pickard's neck. It wasn't burnt from the goal siren going off because he hasn't been playing. It was burnt from the Florida sun. It's out in the sun a lot.
Well, I think also.
I mean, he's the backup goalie. What else do you want?
Not testing.
He wasn't prepared.
I mean, we can't look. Look, Calvin Pickard is credit to him tonight.
Yeah.
But you got to find a way to beat him. I mean, that's just it. That's the weak spot. And if you're not going to take advantage of it, we've chased Skinner. Pickard.
You smell blood coming into that
You
period.
smell blood. Pickard, he's in net game 5. We all know this.
He hasn't played since when in the Vegas series?
Yeah, that's when he got hurt. I think he sprained his MCL or something. It's tougher to beat a backup goalie in relief like that.
Oh, I agree. I think they don't have as much film on him and whatever.
But for game 5 now, that's when I'll tend to agree with you. We need to get after him a bit. And
I don't think we did that well enough with Skinner the first 2 games. I think we let goalies get comfortable. Can't allow that. Going into game 5, I think being on the road is actually we know we're a good road team. We've seen us in hostile environments, chip the puck in deep, get on the forecheck,
as hostile
get
as you can
get to our game. I think this is one of those times where you just need to chip it in deep, grind away, and get to your game, play your game, and try to exploit Pickard.
I have a question for everybody. What is y'all's top 5 or top 3 home ice advantages in the NHL?
Edmonton.
I don't think it exists anymore, to answer your question.
Yep.
Right now, just right now.
Montreal, I'm going to throw back in there.
Mine is in no particular order. Montreal, Vegas, Edmonton.
No. It is the Rangers or was the Rangers.
They don't scare me.
And then we took it away from Boston becoming Florida North.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I
There
think
you
we
go.
played, what, 7 games over there? And we
It
lost
used to be
1?
Chicago about 10, 15 years ago.
But this goes back to like I don't think it really exists because we won games on the road in Edmonton as well.
I don't think it exists because the crowds are all the same, the arenas are all the same, the cookie cutter, the arena entertainment is the same.
It's just like some of the goal songs I find
Travel's the
very
same.
annoying.
I did also want to mention one more thing that I forgot to talk about. A lot of missed opportunities, a lot of what ifs coming out of this game. The Bennett crossbar, the Kachuk wide open net Ekholm pass. Was it Reinhardt in the first period or Barkov?
Barkov.
Barkov. So there's Lundell. Lundell had a breakaway on Pickard.
Oh no, Kulak got a piece of that. He never got the Barkov.
Yeah, I know.
No.
But like if it doesn't,
that one, but there was another one that Barkov had where he put it off the pad.
Oh, the rebound out in front. I mean, it was just so tight.
No, it wasn't that one either. It was a slap pass across the middle, and if he would have gotten it up at all, it was in the back of the net, and he put it right in the pad.
Oh yes, in the slot. Yes, I
In the
remember.
slot there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the slot. There's Anton Lundell's breakaway that got stopped early in the second.
Can we make a move on those breakaways?
Yeah, that I would have liked to see him go to the backhand there.
That one ultimately, I think, if he would have gotten that would have ended Edmonton. Like it would have been just like the Bennett goal from.
I wonder if that changes the series, just like that Skinner save on Verhaeghe last year in Game 5 or Game 4.
Yeah, I mean, there were chances there, so it's like I don't think we got dominated it was a bad second period.
We just gave it away.
We gave it away, and we're giving games away before. So we almost gave the series away last year, right? So come back game 5.
Someone in the chat has something interesting that I'd like to bring up. Saying entertainment wise, this is good. This is great, but not good hockey. So it's not the best Stanley Cup Finals ever. I kind of want to get y'all's thoughts on that.
It is. Entertainment wise, this is not good hockey, and thus not. Here's the thing. We have a dog in the fight, so we know what our good hockey is like.
We haven't really played it.
So this is like the kind of the issue, because if you go to talk to another fan, they may think this is good hockey, but you're talking to us, and we have a dog in this fight. It's kind of hard for us not to say this is not good hockey. And it's not good hockey for us because we know what our good hockey is like.
But I'm reading other people that aren't affiliated with these two teams and saying it's good to great hockey.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like it's because
that guy trolling him. If he feels that way, I don't know.
No, from one of his comments it's like I'm pretty sure he's a Panther fan because the way the way his comments are.
Okay.
But I kind of see his perspective of it.
So was last year great hockey?
I have no idea.
Depends on which games in the series you're asking us about.
No, the whole run I thought was overall pretty.
Oh, he's
I mean,
you have a ton or two every series.
He's a Devils fan.
Oh. Judgment there.
So for me, it's like, is it the cleanest hockey? No, but when you say best Cup final, for me, it is what is the most entertaining. You can have good hockey and it be really, really boring.
Reading his comments,
I'm assuming you're getting rush hockey here. You're getting defensive hockey. You're getting good goaltending. Nick, you talked about this to start the series.
Yeah,
not so much now. But
reading his comments or their comments, I think they're more of like they believe in defensive hockey, like 2-1-3-2 games.
That's
here's the question: do we finally get a game like that? These are 4-3, 5-4. You got 6-1.
Yeah, there's goals being scored here.
But if there's a 3, but with Pickard in there now, I don't think there's gonna be 2-1-3-2 games anymore.
You don't?
Not with
Pickard played in the playoffs was exceptional in the Vegas series.
I don't think he was exceptional. I think he just got sheltered.
Oh, he played some good. I'll talk to our moderator.
He got sheltered. Go rewatch the games.
Like, when was the last time like 3-2-2-1 hockey was Carolina?
I don't think he was as good as Logan Thompson or Freddie Anderson to start the playoffs, but I think he was up there.
Then again, but Caesar met Logan Thompson tonight, so I'm gonna hold off any Logan Thompson comments.
No, he was really good.
No, you guys praised him this year, and rightfully so. I think when the series happened between
should have been the Four Nations start on the Four Nations team. I'm not going to say
start. It didn't matter in the end, did it?
But he should have been on the team.
No, he's still getting in the running, I think.
But though, do we want to talk about the trade that happened today, or are we just sticking strictly this?
All right,
Well,
let's
this
stick,
is
stick to
we're
this.
just sticking to this because
All right.
this is not after dark. We'll save that for Sunday.
Yeah, the community hangout, we can get into a little bit of that.
Yeah.
With our NHL guest planned, and we have a South Florida media member planned as well. So make sure to tune in 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, right?
Oh, is it 6 now?
Sunday is going to be a
Yeah.
hell of a day, one way or the other. It's going to be a very
Yeah.
Guys, I thought I was the big guest.
We appreciate your time here.
Chris, you can't freaking spoil it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you want to come
Got
on
that.
like what Ben did with Oldie, and he's coming on taking his shirt off and everything. You want to come in like that?
Or showing a
No, you
Cujo
don't want me
blues
doing that.
mask?
I'm just telling you that
Banging
right
on
now.
a goalie mask, you know?
You really don't want that. Yeah.
Shout out to
the world.
Canadian
The world
movies.
is not ready for that.
I think we need Vince on the string with the shirt off now next Vince, eh? I mean,
No,
Nick?
no.
It's all my. Do a
But-
poll, Ryan. I think Ryan went to bed on this.
But hey, guys, it's the best
Or you
of
a
3
second
now.
piece of the night. Go ahead there, Caesar.
Best of 3 now. We're both tied. We go back to Edmonton. I think we can take it in Edmonton.
Why do they have to do this, man? Why can't it ever be like
It's the Panther way.
This is
It's the Panther way.
This is 2.5 months of mental torment,
It is.
mental gymnastics, mental torment.
Oh my
It
gosh.
never freaking.
They could never
fails.
make it easy. But
Since I
okay.
started doing content creation, just a second here. Since I started doing content creation, the middle part of the President's Trophy year, I'm like, oh, this is easy work. No.
This
So
sucks.
who's the Tampa? Everything's falling apart. We get Matthew Tkachuk, reinvigorates us. We start the season. You guys know what that first season was under Paul Maurice. And then we go on a miracle run. And then last year, okay, it's going along swimmingly here. The regular season, the playoffs, 3-0. No.
No, it's not going to end 3-0. No, we're going to drag it out a little more.
We got them right where we want them, guys.
This
So,
is-
Chris, what I'm saying is, as a content creator alone, I think I've aged like 10, 15 years in these.
as a Panther fan, I mean,
As a Panther fan,
this is not okay.
This is everything as a Panther fan in 3-4 years that I saw in 25, 30 years, and even more.
You know what it is? It's
We didn't
one
see
thing-
this for 25, 30.
It's
That's
one,
what I mean. More.
it's one thing going through this mental torment as a fan. It's another thing to go through it and then display it to everybody live on YouTube.
Yeah, like that's the
every
like,
day.
4 years.
like that's the sucky part. Like it's like before we got into this, we could have a bad game and avoid this. I could go and hide in a corner. I can't hide no more. I
No.
gotta come here and talk about the game because if we lost in
2023,
regulation,
Cody, regular season.
If we
talk-
lost in regulation, I think losing in overtime saved us a lot more than
a little bit.
if we lost in regulation, dog, angry psycho.
Oh, that's 100% right there. Empty netters.
That's it. Like that's
That's it right there.
shout out Empty Netters, one of my favorite hockey podcasts. If
really
you
great
dream of-
guys. Got a chance to talk.
They're
about
brothers,
them.
right? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure they are. Okay.
Brothers from Maine.
I
well,
said they both got the same schnoz.
yeah. But no, they make a great point there. We lost this game. It was in our hands. We decided to do Panther thing, and
I do want to give Edmonton credit though. That
They
took a lot
deserve
of
it. They
guts.
deserve it.
That's
do.
gutsy.
I'm not
That's
trying
a
to take
gutsy
away.
win.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a gutsy win. So credit to them. Panthers better figure it the fuck out.
I swear this. What text is this?
Well, Nick, I don't think you were here. We ultimately know whose feet this loss is on. John Acosta for not
Damn
saying
right.
the national anthem.
You know what?
You knew they weren't going back to back with them.
Well, here, can I?
What's wrong with the Panthers?
Can I just say something? Well, we're talking
you know
about.
what? You know what John was doing tonight because he wasn't at the rink. Everyone, he was on Steve Dangle's live chat.
Okay,
That's what John was doing.
Kirby,
tonight.
can I just say something?
All his
real
fault.
quick? Can I say something real quick about the Florida Panthers and the arena and the team, whoever runs it over there? You oversell the parking, and then you open up 3 gates, one on one side of the rink, the middle one, and one on the other side of the rink. Every other one is closed, and they oversell. You have people parking on the grass.
like college football.
Like, why are you selling parking if you don't have it? That's my rant.
Is that why we lost?
More than that.
Because they don't know how to do the parking. Is that why we lost?
My gosh, dude. Like,
Ben's saying right now in Wales, he's in Italy right now. I believe he's going to say, don't complain about lack of parking.
He's in Morocco. He's in Morocco.
Morocco.
That's in Morocco, yep.
Yeah.
There's no place to park.
I don't know. I just nearly just chucked my phone at the text I just got. Ugh.
Someone making fun of you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Text reads, "Hey, babe, just got off my shift. Tough game. Oof."
That's
Thanks.
Cody's girlfriend, Vancouver.
Thanks.
They've had a tough off.
Like, you want to know what my response to that is? That's my response. Like why?
Just-
Like, oof.
Man.
They don't even have a coach.
Oof.
Do they? Oh, yeah, they do that.
I mean, what else do you want her to say? She's got nothing else to say.
Just say nothing.
there goes the mic.
There goes the mic.
Oh,
It is
it's
bad now.
the
The mic's
Cody Crash
going.
Show. Chris, Ryan's going to clip it.
So where do we go from here, gentlemen?
Chris, welcome to my world.
I do want to talk about each of us. How are we going to get through tomorrow, gentlemen? Kirby?
It's quite simple. Just go about my day as I usually do.
I got a hockey
Luckily-
game tomorrow night.
There you go.
Luckily, I work, so I'll be dealing with chewy things. So,
Okay.
hey, it look.
I'll be here to answer everyone. My therapist hours are still open. I'm still logging them.
I'm going to need to call you
Charging
after
everyone
this.
off season.
You don't
Don't call-
charge me.
Don't call me. I need to do my TikTok doom scrolling.
Where will I be tomorrow? I'll be watching my other team in the final. That's where I'll be tomorrow night.
Oh, it's a
the
great
face-
feeling, isn't it?
I already won the bet with Ryan.
Vince, who are you,
Already
Larry
lost.
David?
He said it was
You
only
never
gonna
call
go
me
4
any-
or 5 games.
Hold on a minute. Vince, who are you, Larry David? You never call me anymore? What is this shit?
You never text?
Look,
Vince is Richard Lewis, everybody.
No.
Curb reference.
no, Vince is Chandler Bing.
I can come up with a lot of those references.
I think- Last time I was on the stream, I brought up the Naked Gun movie.
That's right.
If you'll recall. This time, I want to bring up a very similar movie, Airplane. If y'all ever seen
That's
the
one of
movie
your
Airplane.
favorites. That goes back even further, Chris.
Yeah. So
I know it has Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in it. Don't
it has
know.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in it.
Yep.
And yeah, I just think of the scene in there. It's like, looks like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. That's how I felt.
Fuck, this might be a great week to start drinking.
And then he goes from drinking to sniffing glue and amphetamines.
Well,
So
that's where the
God.
old days were.
those,
But,
that's how I felt.
Well, what could Chuck E. Cheese have to say? What do you have to say?
Here comes a little
They
bullshit.
look.
Both goalies were unreal tonight, and it was probably a good game.
What can you take from this one, Matthew, as you head back to Edmonton?
Yeah, take our first period, take our third period, and the beginning of overtime. I thought we did a lot of good things, and it's a best of 3. I don't really know. It's just with losing this one tonight, we got to go in there and win one eventually. So hopefully we can do it game 5.
So many close shots. I mean, you had the one go off Holmes' knee. Just so many. Is that just the way this series is? Aside from game 3, everything's been close.
Both goalies have been unreal. Obviously Pickard coming in tonight, and then Bobby throughout the whole series and all playoffs. He's been our back when he's made some unreal saves, and he gives us a chance every single night. So he's been incredible. I don't know. It's a good series. Special teams, both teams' power play seem to be clicking tonight, and it's you never want to. The result at the end sucks. It does, but what are you going to do? The team that moves on from this and the team that recovers the fastest is going to have the bigger advantage on Saturday. So that's it.
If you guys get to a game 7, tie a jersey to a rock and throw it in the ocean wherever. It worked for me when I tied a Ducks jersey to a rock in game 7. Devils won the game in the Stanley Cup that night.
Kirby, keep that in mind, all right?
There we go.
Kirby,
What
keep that in
jersey?
mind.
It's easier
Alberta, if there's a
for you to
game
find
7,
body of water than me.
if there's a game 7, Alberta, here I come. That's
You
all
just
I
throw it
got.
in an
No, I
Oilers
find the
fan
fourth-
instead, Kirby.
The
Hey.
Fort Saskatchewan River, Nick.
Hey,
that what we're
no,
gonna do?
Kirby, if this goes to a game 7, say hello to the damn zoo.
Yes.
Make sure
Remember
you say hi to Jamal too.
And I made the prediction last year, everyone. If we were going to score 2 goals and win the game, it was going to be Reinhart and Verhaeghe.
Can you make one of those predictions right now?
I don't know if I have that in me.
For
This
game 5, Barkov scoring.
Barkov scoring. Okay, when I
Barkov's
say
gotta
Reinhart
play.
Rally the
scoring,
troops.
team
I
or-
said on the podcast, Barkov's either scoring in game 4 or 5.
yeah, that's what I
and-
said with Reinhart in games. was
I
it
could go with that. Barkov's not usually when he has a bad game, he comes the next game and dominates.
Barkov goal, and I'm feeling fourth line goal coming soon.
I do feel
Well,
like
they
the
should have had
Barkov-
one tonight.
Maybe
Tomasz
Nosek.
Nosek.
I thought Nosek was going to get one tonight.
Yeah.
I was kind of manifesting.
He had a
that
couple
little.
opportunities. Yeah.
I thought in overtime there. Nick was calling it in overtime a couple of games ago. I thought it'd be tonight if we're
Of
going
course,
to.
the Devil fans bring up Adam Henrique. Like,
And anyway,
We don't speak his name.
all I got to say is Cats in 6.
Yeah, I hope
mean,
so.
It's gonna
Right.
be for sure very interesting to see what happens here in the next 24, 48 hours.
Yeah.
Caesar's about to fall asleep in his chair right now.
No, I'm actually you guys got me to stay up now. It's been one heck of a day. I do
He's hit a little
apologize.
cafecito.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
no, I actually got to get my rest because it's been one heck of a day. Shout out to everybody at the arena who stopped by and said hello and got a chance to give out some rats today. Also, shout outs to everybody who watches our show at the arena. We really appreciate everybody here. Definitely wasn't the result that we wanted, but we do play better after a loss. So, and we've seen that Edmonton has done so as well. And I don't think both teams have played their best games. So, like everybody says, or everybody on this, or like Busy Boy and Old Canadian Oldie says, buckle up, boys, because this is going to be one hell of a ride. It's.
I mean, the good news is it's still
Ride could have
2-2,
been
right?
over.
I mean, yeah, we wanted it to be 3-1, but it's not like
Look.
we're down.
The Oilers are saying they haven't played their best game, but I think that's a credit to us and how we played against them.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm scared, like, oh, here comes their A+ game.
No,
I think
no,
a
and
lot
I'm
of
not
it is
trying
to
to
do
say
with
that either.
I
I'm
think.
not trying.
No, but
trying
I
to make
think
the
that
narrative.
message out there.
Yeah, no.
People
But
saying.
I
Yeah.
think
And even
we
Connor
knew,
McDavid has to believe
but we
that.
neutralized their A+ game. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And I just
but-
think
What's their
that
A+
we
game
did.
in the last 2 years? Game 1 last year?
This was definitely not our best defensive game, and I know that we've shown to be a better defensive team, and I think we're going to come out Saturday and we're going to come playing a lot better.
Yeah, and if our defense is coming from our forwards, coming back hard on pucks, Cody, and for the whole game, or
Winning loose puck battles, Alexander Barkov. That too.
Clearing the freaking
Just
zone.
rubbing it into my boy, aren't you, Nate? Just rubbing it in. It's my boy. But yeah, he was not good.
Chris, I wish you were here on a Barkov masterclass night. Don't think anyone can claim that tonight. Kachuk would have been close, but can't have that second period as a team collectively there.
Yeah.
There's positives from this game, though. And we just
Yeah.
got to be able to.
But you know what?
what?
The sooner we stop talking about it, the more positive it gets for me, at least.
It'll be positive for you tomorrow because you'll probably be eating chicken cutlets or something.
No cutlets tomorrow. But you know what, Caesar? We're gonna win Game 5, and then there'll be
Oh,
cutlets on Sunday.
Saturday night could be a long night in a good way.
It
A
could
good
be.
way. I was about to say, I'm like, if you freaking,
I was good. He's up there.
yeah, you
Everyone's
asshole.
staying up late. They're not going to bed. Everyone's like, Kirby, I'm going to bed tonight. Can't come on the YouTube stream, all that. Saturday night. Remember our numbers last weekend? I think that was pretty good memory there last weekend, wasn't it? Am I wrong on that?
Which
Guys.
memory?
Last weekend?
I am so sick and tired of all these fans. Just we lose a game and all of a sudden we're going to lose the series. We win the game. Oh, we're going to win the series. Guys, just relax.
It went from Panthers. It meant from Oilers in 5 to Panthers in 5 to now it's
Oilers in
Oilers in 6. I mean,
Both teams
He's
are
got the
good. I mean,
These
they
are the
in
two
the
best
final for a
teams
reason.
in the league. The two best teams are. You can't argue that.
Chris, I didn't get this out of you before our ad break there. What was your pick coming into the series?
Coming
Yeah.
into the series, I thought Edmonton was going to win it. coming into the series.
You're with Cody? What
I
number?
was with Cody. Cody, you had him in 7, right?
I had Oilers in 7.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Do you feel better now how we've played in Edmonton to some degree?
Yes, I do. I do feel better about that, but it's going to be hard to win another one in Edmonton. I do think
Honestly,
it's gonna be very
I'm kind of like the opposite here. Like I haven't seen Edmonton dominate us yet. I'm not to the point where it's like, okay, we can't win one in Edmonton. Because we did win game 2 in Edmonton, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have Brad Marchand. He's been one of the best forwards on the third line.
And he drives up on the road.
And it's just when we played really well defensively, they can't do nothing against us. And Bob has shown time and time again in this series that he's the best goaltender in the series. What?
I do worry if they get to Bob in a game. That's the part I do. And I don't think anyone's saying, Caesar, even in our community, that we can't do it. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, we can do it. I mean,
I just
we
don't
are
see
here. We are
I just
cup
don't-
champions. We can do it.
Did
I
you
just
watch the
do
first
think
period,
that-
Spider?
I just do think that
I don't
it's
even
gonna be
think
hard
it
to
was
get to
pure
know.
domination by Edmonton. Yeah, they did play better, but we also played like crap.
Edmonton won the game with more giveaways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. We gotta, I don't want to take credit away from Edmonton, but you have a 3-0 lead in the game. You obviously
You have to
did
win
some
that
things wrong to screw it up.
Yeah,
have
and
We
just
didn't.
stopped-
We didn't manage the game good.
we didn't manage the game. We
That's the
stopped forechecking and backchecking in that second period.
Oh.
It's not again
Nope.
about getting dominated or them just, going all world on us, where you'd be like, okay, now we're in trouble. Now the Oilers are going downhill, and there's no way of stopping them. They haven't done that.
No, and look
Let's
at
get
look
a.
at game 3. We literally just made McDavid invisible, and we've
Well,
done
he's
that
had
last
2 games
year.
now. He's had 2
2
games.
games, right? So
Why does he have a rebuttal for everything?
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
Spider's not wrong. We did get a couple breaks like that, but honestly, we should have scored 3 other goals. It was a very much so a dominated period.
Refs miss calls on both sides. Like if we're bitching at the refs making or breaking games, maybe you're not that good, right? So
I don't
Both teams took some dumb penalties. Now, let me ask y'all this: was it me? I could have just been crazy, but was Evander Kane not playing near as much after the
No,
first?
because they benched him to the 4th line.
That's what I thought.
I didn't
was like,
see
I didn't-
Troy Stetcher at all. Also,
No, he played like 4 minutes.
Oh, did he? Is that it?
I have no idea if he was hurt or
Did he
not.
get hurt from that high stick? I don't know.
He hit him on the top of the noggin. There's no way he got hurt. That's the only place
From
up
the
there
body
that has-
check, then the hit. Maybe I don't know.
I when I was thinking, I was like, man, Kane's not
That's another
playing
thing.
this
Well, at least
much.
we'll see
They're
Klingberg
playing a lot
next year.
better. It's probably because they moved him.
No.
But I think anything else here, boys?
Please win Game 5. Please win. This is the last you'll hear of us until post Game 5.
Yep.
I
Join
wanna
us
be here.
over.
Enjoy your Friday, everybody.
Join us
Yeah.
over on the Twitter X side. We've got it down to the bottom here, I think somewhere. You get it here.
There you go.
Got the right one. There we go. Nick, you're supposed to be working all those graphics and everything.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? We were supposed to hold on to our 3-0 lead. But
We'll put you in the lab.
Wow.
Gosh,
Wow, thanks, Nick.
excuses.
Just keep
Uh,
reminding us, Nick. Just keep reminding us.
we're going to, hey, Caesar,
Oh, he will all summer, Chris. I'll send
me
you.
and Caesar, it's always been Cats and Six. Take care,
Yep.
everybody.
Take
All
care.
right, Joe.
Cats and Six.
What's up, Cats and Rats fans? If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. And just like always, let's go Cats!